For most of us out there, focus is just tapping a screen or pressing a button and ta-da, focus. But it's a bit more complicated than that. Let's dive in deeper. Now, I have touched on focus in one of my previous videos where I talked about aperture and depth of field, but this week's video we're going to be concentrating more on how to use focus and the different modes you might encounter on your camera. On almost all digital cameras you'll come across three main modes: AFS, AFC and MF. Obviously the newer and advanced cameras might have some bespoke modes, but these are the original three. AFS stands for Autofocus Single Shot. This is where you lock your focus on a subject of your choice and then it's set for the entire shot. AFS works quickly on focusing on the subject, so it's ideal for shots where you have time to set up focus. Scenes include street photography, modeling shots, event photography and nature shots. AFC stands for Autofocus Continuous. This is where if you set the focus on a subject and if it were to move, the focal points will rearrange accordingly. This setting is useful for fast moving subjects so you don't have to refocus constantly for every shot. AFC works well for action shots, wildlife and sports scenes. Manual focusing is just that, manually focusing on any part of a scene so you can have some creative freedom in getting some funky shots. No fancy gears or presets, just how well you can focus and how creatively you want to focus. Most people use manual focus for still life scenes, but I think it has a place in action videography. Manual focus allows me to quickly change the point of focus, allowing for some really creative shots. Area modes go hand in hand with focus points. You know, these things that pop up every time you try and focus through your viewfinder. Focus points are zones in your camera sensor that are sensitive to image contrast and are used to focus accurately. The number of focal points your camera has depends entirely on its make. The more advanced your camera, the more focal points it will have. The central focal point is the most reliable and the most accurate. There are four main types of area modes that I think most cameras come with. Single point area mode. Clue is in the name, literally uses a single point to focus on the subject. Dynamic area mode. Bit more processing goes on here. Once you select your focus points, if the subject moves, the sensor will use the selected points and its surroundings to keep the subject sharp. Auto area mode. Again, self-explanatory. The camera decides from the given focus points which points to use to keep the subject sharp in any scene. Eye autofocus. This is usually quite a useful feature in videography and is sometimes referred to as eye tracking. Regarding autofocus focus points, there are two types: linear and cross type. Linear points can detect changes in a scene's contrast along the vertical and horizontal lines. Cross type points are more sensitive to changes in the scene and can actually lock and track a subject much more accurately. Dual cross-type autofocus points cover the entire sensor and give the best possible focusing on a subject and the most accurate tracking possible by the hardware. When you find yourself playing around in the field of photography and videography, you'll find yourself switching between autofocus and manual focus all the time. There is actually no right way to capture a scene, despite what all those photography magazines tell you. If you have a vision, and if you play about with settings and you capture it, then you, my friend, have succeeded. The amount of times I've accidentally shot something and it turned out to be amazing is ridiculous. So always go into these things with an open mind, because you never know when you're going to stumble into perfection. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lazy guide to focusing, and if you found this video helped, please leave a like and comment below. I love engaging with you guys. Oh, also, did you know I have an Instagram account? @JRDigitalMedia. I know, creative, right? This is where I upload my creative, artistic, cinematic videos in the form of reels. Do check it out and give it a follow, because any video I feel is cinematic, I upload, and I do upload quite a lot, and you might find something you like. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again next time. And don't forget about the 100 subscriber giveaway. For your chance to win this limited edition Avengers Endgame poster, all you have to do is subscribe, comment and share this video. Thanks for watching.